Okay, I think I'm back. I'm not sure. I I think maybe. Who knows? No, maybe not. I can't tell. I can't tell. Doesn't say anything here. It's just apparently I'm still streaming. I don't know what it is. So boy, I guess I ran out of shit to say. Yeah, nothing's coming on. Fuck. Fucked it up. So because at least now I'm just going to go through it and see what's going on. There we go. Okay, if you joined us, if you rejoined us, back on. I'm back on. I had to start a whole new stream. I don't know the rules. I just don't. And then I get a little flustered here. I want to just make up my own rules, just do my own shit, and people get in the way. Things get in the way, like YouTube. YouTube just gets in the way. My God. But it's nice to be back. I can see all you guys are here. Back on, back on. Yes, thank you. I'm here. A delayed chat. Yeah. Is it? Is my voice too delayed? I'm going to fix that right now. Right now, you bugger. Here we go. Advanced audio. We're going to do 0, and hopefully that clears it up. What happened was that I was using, for the longest time, my camera I was using was my cell phone, and I was using Irion webcam. And Irion webcam moves through Wi-Fi, but my microphone is hardwired, so there would always have to be a delay. And I kind of got around that, but now I'm using an actual camera. It's not really a webcam, but it's a high-end, really funky, like space age sci-fi camera that can do, like, heat signatures and all kinds of cool stuff. And I'm using it as a webcam, so now there's no delay. I think it's actually faster than audio. I might have to just find. That's awesome, Tracy. You're a cool dude, man. You're okay. So I think I'm getting ahead of this. I'm starting to learn this game. I'm not technically savvy. I never had a computer background. Never worked in computers at all in my life. I really never started using computers until till I started doing YouTube. So I don't know anything. I really don't. But I'm kind of smart. I mean, I'm a troubleshooter. I'm a problem solver. I've got a really good reputation in the industry that I work in, which is, out there. It's in it's in construction and renovations, mill writing, that kind of stuff. But I've got a good reputation of being a good problem solver, so I could always fix things, which was kind of cool. Yeah, this one, yeah. But and so I just figured it out, right? I mean, my oldest stepson, he's an IT guy, really brilliant kid. He's not much of a kid anymore. He's a grown man. But I'd bounce stuff off of him, and he was like, don't you know that kind of stuff? Because to him, it's like everyday conversation, but to me, it's a completely different language. But I figured out how to manage my way and navigate my way through Linux Mint without ever having to use a terminal. And I think that's the number one thing that discourages people from using Linux, is because they think that everything gets done on the terminal. It's a heck of a misconception. We should never have to deal with that kind of shit, Oh God, you guys will keep coming up. Windows 3.11. Oh my God, you had a Windows 3.1. Oh, that was in 1990. I'm going to tell you a story. Never had a computer. Well, I had a computer growing up, a plaything, right? I grew up in the 70s and 80s. But in 1990, after we bought our first house and we moved into it, So we bought the house. House burned down 8 months later, and so we had to replace everything. And so we bought a computer out of the insurance money, and that was a Windows 3.1, and we thought it was a cat's ass, fastest thing in the world. It was amazing, and all I ever did on it was word processing, stuff like that, simple stuff, office stuff, right? And then you just keep growing out of that. Windows 3.1, that was a good start. Yeah, I remember those days. Everything was easy then. At least you thought it was easy. Hell, you know what? Honestly, thinking about it now, it's easy now. You just gotta be able to see through the bullshit, and life is pretty easy, right? It's pretty easy to figure out. Went to Windows and Linux, Mint, then KDE now. Oh, Neon. I have never heard of KDE Neon. Is that a desktop thingy? Is that what that is? What do they call it? Desktop environment? I can't even remember these terms. Are you kidding? I found out 3 months ago what a GUI was, what a GUI meant. I never knew. So I like KDE. I'll tell you, I did a bit of research about KDE a little while ago when I was doing a video. What the heck video was I doing? KDE in live. I haven't put that video out yet. When I do, you guys will be the first to see it. So yeah, okay. I might look into that, because like right now I'm using Cinnamon. I downloaded the what the heck is it called, XCFE whatever desktop. I'm going to try that one out. But KDE is a fantastic company. This company is like they're on the ball. They got a lot going for them. So if I can find a good distribution, or rather a good desktop environment of KDE, I'm more than willing to use it. I think that's awesome. Yeah, sorry, I got two computers on the go. I look at my camera here. Geez, if you guys saw my setup in here, you'd say, what a freaking monkey did that. Holy cow. I mean, I've got a silly little OLED above me so that, I don't get a glare on my glasses. I've got this friggin' sci-fi camera sitting on top of my one monitor, mounted on it with a piece of plastic used to package a washing machine part. Just amazing. Anyway, and so a couple of old monitors sitting here and bouncing back and forth. The chat's over here on this monitor, so I'm looking this way. That's what I'm looking at, is the chat. It's over here. A lot more switches and adaptation. Okay, I'll have a look at that. I'm going to look at that KDE. And this brings me to a point. So I've only been running this YouTube channel for 10 months, and I'm really thrilled and humbled by the response I'm getting out of it. A lot of you guys that are out there, sharing your experiences with me through the comments on the is really kind of cool. So a couple of weeks ago, I decided to open up the community aspect of YouTube, and perhaps we're going to get stuff going on there. Anybody's allowed to post, so if whoever I'm talking to here, we got Tracy's doing all the talking, man. What the hell? I mean, I got a whole bunch of people online, pardon me, and a whole bunch with 3 people. I got 3 people online, right? One of them's me. So Tracy, you're the other guy, and I don't know who else is on here, but he's being quiet, which is good. Whatever, just sit back, chill out, but don't come sneaking up from behind, and tell me I'm a moron or something. This is kind of crazy. Okay, a lot more switches, adaptation, more font styles and sizes. You're talking about the KDE desktop environment. Yeah, well, you know a lot more about this kind of stuff than I do, Tracy. Tracy D. Williamson. That's a cool handle. So was I going to say to you? I was going to ask you this question or so. Do you have your own YouTube channel? This is the craziest thing in the world. Anybody out there who has a skill or a talent of any kind, take that skill or a talent, figure out what you can do with that skill or talent to help other people, and put it out there. Because there's nothing better in the world than feeling that sense of helping your fellow man. It just wow, it transcends every emotion. The feeling that you're contributing to somebody else's well-being and for somebody else's benefit. It's a truly great feeling. So if you have something, share it. That's just what I think. I think this is an awesome way to do stuff. Man, you're speaking a lot. 10 to, I don't know what that means. 10 to 2, 27 points. What the hell does that mean? Anyway. So yeah, get to it. So Tracy, if you got some skill or talent in doing the computer stuff, especially like for our generation, helping us out. We were in my generation anyway, educated, graduated in the 80s, where we were finished high school mid-80s. We just got the very beginning of what desktop computers were like. Just to help. Well, I can't. I'm trying to keep up to the chat. Wow, that's horrible. That's horrible. So anyway, but growing up graduating high school in the 80s, there wasn't a great computer push on us. Not yet. Mind you, my best friend in high school, he pursued computers, has a very successful computer business of his own. He does some fantastic stuff. This guy should be... I missed the guy. I kind of lost touch with him, kind of lost contact with him. But he was, he was a good guy, and he got heavy into the computers. I never did. I got into manufacturing course and that kind of stuff, and I would come home exhausted. Computers were the last thing on my mind. Busy raising a family, all that kind of stuff. We had soccer and football and baseball and BMX racing and all that kind of stuff, and I enjoyed every single minute of it. Snowboarding and skiing. We had a blast. I really enjoyed the time raising those kids. We had a great time, but I didn't learn anything about computers. It wasn't until probably, like I said, like when I started YouTube. Like really, I was just a simple computer user. I still am a simple computer user, and a lot of people are. 2014, first time on Linux. My first time on Linux was 2019. So you're 5 years up on me. Woohoo! But you're 5 years up on me anyway. How old are you? You said you're 61. Oh, you're 3 years up on me. That's okay. We're doing all right. We need to make things simple again, because computers just got way too out of reach, way too out of hand. It's just too bloody crazy. I mean, Linux has got 268 distributions. I think I got that number right. 268? I mean, who can keep track of any of this stuff? I mean, I've looked at a couple of them. Some of them are very specific on what they're capable of doing. But the mainstream ones, there might be 60 mainstreams, right? Some of them are geared specifically to a certain region of the world, and some of them are 1964. My brother was born in 64. Yeah. See, I'm a centennial baby. They call it here in Canada, if you were born in 1967, you were a centennial baby. So if you were born in 1967, like this guy, your parents would have received this great certificate saying, congratulations, your child was born on Canada's 100th anniversary, blah, 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 ironically. And so my grandfather was born in 1867, 100 years older than I am. And so he was born the year Canada became a Dominion at that time. Anyway, they became, yeah, they're not sovereign. They're still not sovereign, but Canada became a nation. In 1867, my grandfather was born. And 100 years later, of course, I'm born. Almost to the day, 100 years later. That was really kind of cool. Great say. Oh, glad to help you. You helped me out a lot here, Tracy. Tracy D, my God, I hope you've subscribed to my channel. Because we should perhaps, you should get a YouTube channel going. We'll do some chit chat, live, face to face, Zoom stuff. I love doing that kind of stuff. I took everything I had to learn how to just do this, and then see if just set it up through YouTube. They give you 30 minutes, and then you're done. So 30 minutes or whatever it is, and you're done. Anyway, they cut me off, and so I right now I just had to, break the rules. Break the rules and just said, I'm streaming right now, just going live right now. That's it. No, nothing. So screw that. Enough of that stuff. Wait a minute, we got somebody else new in here. Steve, Linux Gamer. You game on Linux. Jeez. Learn. It looked like it said, I thought it said, I learned to hack in 2011. No, you learned Linux back in 2011. The hard way. Trying things, breaking things, and learning what not to do. Exactly, that's what I did. So when I first started Linux, I was kind of, I guess, in the same boat. I didn't even hesitate. Didn't break a sweat. I just went full in. I had the little, was it a CD? It was a CD. I burned, so I was using Windows. I burned a CD with Linux Mint 18.1. 18.1 was on it, and I put that in, and everything I had on my computer, all the Windows, it was Windows 10 in it, I think Windows 10, and it was running like shit. I mean, it was so slow, it was just a dog. And so I just put that in, everything, wiped everything, and I didn't know a thing. I didn't know a thing, and up comes this Linux, and I'm thinking, well, you know what? At least I can look at it, and I'll figure it. I'll figure it out. Never in my life have I been in a situation where I haven't been able to figure it out. Yep, still learning. Oh, you betcha. Those were great times. Great times. So, I because I have two YouTube channels, I draw a lot of comparisons between the two. So, my YouTube channel, the other one, it's called Odd Jobs, and I've been doing that since 2019. It's got 2,900 and a bit subscribers, and it's taken me, well, I had to go 3.5 or 4 years before I hit that 1,000 subscribers, and then it grows pretty quick after that because the algorithm starts to feed you a little bit. So it didn't have the growth that this channel had, but I started that one without any purpose. My first was Ubuntu 11.10. Shoot, that's a long time ago, isn't it? Ubuntu 11.10. I guess so. I don't know. I mean, when I came along, Ubuntu was in 22. I think it was around 22, Ubuntu. Anyway, let me finish my freaking story. You guys keep chatting it up. Chat. And so it took a long time for that channel to grow, and it's not the same as what we're doing here. Because what I'm doing here, we get a lot more interaction. We have a lot more stuff going on. And I think it's a stronger community. I mean, when you're doing a fix-it, how-to, DIY kind of stuff, there's no real conversation happening. Like, I'm gonna show you how to change a toilet fill valve. I mean, at the end, you're going to say, thanks for the video. That's it. I mean, there's no discussion. There's no debate. There's no other way to do it. There's just, that's it. Right? So you don't get the interaction. So I thought about doing a live stream for that channel, and it's like, who's going to want to watch that? Some guy talking about fixing stuff? Who's going to watch that? Nobody. Right? And so... So this year, after 10 months of steady growth, that I've had here with Hooked on Linux, I'm really thrilled, and I wanted to come on live, talk to some of you guys live, and say thanks for showing me some love in my videos. I mean, some of you guys, some comments were kind of cruel, kind of mean, but most of them were very genuine and very uplifting, encouraging, and all I want to do is spread the love. That's it. Okay. I want to go through some of my if you guys have the patience, I want to go through some of my favorite videos that I put up this year. So I put up 37 videos so far this year. 37. Yeah, and that's about right. One a week about for 37 weeks. That's pretty good. So I want to go through my top 10 favorite videos. You guys know that? Because I know none of you guys have any favorite videos. You either love them all or you hate them all. But this is awesome. Here goes. This is my number 10 favorite video. Is Brave any safer than Firefox? That made my top 10 because it was the first video that I put out there that actually got really good traction. I mean, people were commenting on it. People had opinions. Some people were saying I was right about stuff and other people saying I'm wrong about stuff. I had people attacking me and then I had people defending me. It was an awesome video. I thought it was pretty good. Linux Mint 17. Gotta love the Linux Mint, man. I love Linux Mint. So that's great. I'm still reading the chat, eh? So this is kind of cool. So that was my number 1. Or my number 10, rather. This is my number 10 favorite video. Linux KD Neon. Come on. Oh, I'm going to try that Neon. I'm telling you, Trey, that's the next video I do. No, this one here, my number 9 favorite video. Why won't people leave Windows for Linux? It was just a simple question. I thought, geez, I wanted to make a video, explaining to, trying to find excuses that people have for not wanting to start Windows and are not wanting to leave Windows. And so I typed in the simple question. This is what I typed into the Google machine. I said, why won't people leave Windows for Linux? And then Quora came up, and of course, this was fun because I got to attack people that never have tried Linux and had something to say about it. It was awesome. Oh, don't know if it's safer than Firefox, but I don't like Firefox. Personal preference I get. You know what? Going back to the Firefox thing, you're right. You're right, Steve. The more I use Brave, the happier I am with Brave. I really like that Brave has a private Tor browser built into it. So go with that. I think that's great. That's a great comment. Thanks for bringing that up. So that was 10. That was number 9. Now my number 8 favorite video was this one, No More Terminal. And the reason I love No More Terminal is because this was the actual point in the YouTube channel Hooked on Linux where the turn came, the epiphany of what I wanted to accomplish with this channel, and that was helping people use Linux without having to know how to program, without knowing how to go in there and code in a terminal, have to know all these commands to accomplish anything. You could do it all from the graphic user interface, which at the time I didn't know what GUI stood for. I had to look it up. Anyway, so this one here hit my top 10. This is probably the most memorable video that I've made. For me, it was a good video. And Ditching Windows for Good followed closely behind No More Terminal because it was like, you just have to make the jump. You just have to take it, because once you get past it, Once you get past Windows into Linux, you're into it. That's it. You've got it. You're going. I use Brave, but I don't know if it's safer than Firefox. But I don't like Firefox. Personal preference I get. Oh, I already read that. Oh my God, I'm reading it twice because it must be senile or whatever. Buddy, Brave is safer than Firefox. Just so you know, go with it. All right. So ditching Windows for good. This got me a lot of new subscribers early on. It raised the question about just doing it. Just get in there and do it. It's not hard, not difficult. Next, number 6. Okay, I love this video. Have you heard of Hypnotix? Oh my God, Hypnotix was awesome. And lots of BS on Windows getting into personal files and adding program and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Tracy, you preach to the choir, buddy. We all know this. Oh, so have you heard of Hypnotix? It was a rant that I was making a video on some kind of software usage, and it was good. And I'm going through all my stuff, and I find this hooked on our Hypnotix. And I thought, oh, I love that. I love that software. And I was really excited. And so it became very high energy. I love it. I can watch television from anywhere in the world live. Like, that was exciting stuff to me. And this video carried that energy. And I love that video. It spawned a whole new type of subgenre of types of videos to make. And that was looking at different kinds of software, which was kind of awesome. That was kind of awesome. Right. Okay. And then after that one, this was a good one because I was struggling with it. When you have a problem, and it takes everything you've got to figure out what the problem is. I still don't know what the problem was when my computer was so effed up. Like, it was really messed up, and I had done 3 or 4 different things pretty much at the same time, and either one of those 4 could have caused the problem. And so I just worked backward through all the problems, and then I finally figured out what it was. No, I didn't figure out what it was, but I ended up fixing the problem. And so this was a good video on that, and it was showing people how to troubleshoot and diagnose a problem. Even when you don't know how to fix it, you can still figure out what's wrong and get around it. I thought that was a good video. It was happening. And then Stacer. Somebody said to me in a comment a long time ago, it said you should try Stacer, like for utilities and stuff. And just like I did with using the terminal, I went on Stacer and I said, everything that you can do with Stacer, you can do it if you know how to navigate your way through all the system settings. And so I did Stacer, and it was a good video. And then I find out later, people are sending me messages and stuff and saying, so a lot more to Stacer than what you're giving it credit for, and this, that, and the other. And so I'm looking at it even some more. Anyway, it was a great learning experience. So I was doing that, and it made me, like, I was doing more than that. And then I got to get onto this one, which was FreeTube. Looking at FreeTube as a software. So I got into that, and that's what these videos were. Like, FreeTube was good. It was like, man, people really hate YouTube. I mean, they hate YouTube. They hate the ads on YouTube. They hate all the stuff that they can't click past on YouTube. People hate YouTube. Man, I love YouTube. Sure, the ads can get a little bit of annoying, but I'm going to tell you, I collect ad revenue on my other channel because it's got clicked, checked all the boxes. So I collect ad revenue at about $150 a month on, about 3,000 subscribers. And so I like YouTube for that, because that money I make from YouTube goes right back into making videos. I mean, it allows me to afford upgrades on my computer. I use it to do things like buy the green screen that's behind me, the overhead light that's working on me so that I don't have glare on my glasses. And these things I didn't want to be out of pocket for. So YouTube is, coming back. But if you guys aren't clicking on the if you're not watching me on YouTube and you're watching me on FreeTube, I'm not getting any of that. So I got a love-hate relationship with the whole ad thing, and I get it. But I get it the other way too. All right, what else we got here? That was number 3 and number 4. And then, my God, this was my main entertainment. Your main entertainment, is YouTube. I hope so. Is that what you're saying, Tracy? Your main entertainment is YouTube? Anyway, my main entertainment is me. I'm my best source of entertainment. I just sit there and laugh. My wife thinks I'm a nut bar. I just might be. So if I didn't have Linux Mint, I would likely use one of these 3 other operating systems. That was a good video. It opened up people to the idea that you can hop from distro to distro hop, right? It's like, but I'm not ready for that yet. Maybe soon. Maybe 2026. Maybe I'll start thinking about using another distro. But this was one of my favorite videos too. It did nice. It did really well. I was really happy with that. And this one was probably the one I loved the most. So I installed Linux Mint. Now what? This was the single best video I made. It so far. It's had well over 5,000 views, tons and tons of comments. Gained me 103 of my 270 subscribers. And the analytics, the YouTube analytics they tell me, like if I look it up, Tracy, I could probably find the video that you click subscribe on, because it shows you right there. So this one gave me 103 subscribers and counting, because it's still giving me subscribers. It has been for the last 3 weeks the #1 ranked daily hit for me. It's just a gift that keeps on giving. I really enjoyed making this video, because I got to look at all the different kinds of software that you could have and comparing them to each other and saying, you know what, if you want to use this is what you can do. Anyway, that's my top 10 videos of the year, and I really enjoyed doing this, and I love making videos. I love talking about Linux and how it's so rewarding to use and enjoyable to have, that I can go online and with Linux and feel like I'm not being bothered, like I'm not being tracked, that I don't have to give my identity away at every turn, where every website that I go on I have to say, oh, cookies, oh, fuck the cookies. Wow. I'm glad I'm not monetized, because if I was monetized right now, this video would not get monetized just for that one word I used. Darn it. I just lose track. I get so comfortable with my conversation that I just say anything. And this is live. It's not like I can go back and edit it. Oh well. You win some, you lose some, I guess. And that's it. Anyway, that's it. We've been doing this for almost an hour, guys, talking, and I'm enjoying every second of it. Thumbs up, people. Thumbs up. Thumbs up to you, man. You guys have been awesome. If it wasn't for the comments that you guys give, the advice that you give, the criticisms that I get, I would have given this up months and months ago. But it's so rewarding. It's so rewarding to have, people out there that not just subscribe to your channel, but they interact, not just with me, but with everybody else who's making comments. I mean, people are making comments about other people's comments, and they're talking back and forth, and they're having conversations, and they're learning something, they're sharing stuff. And there's, like, I recognize when I read comments that this isn't the first time you've made a comment. I know you've made comments on other videos because I remember them, and they're insightful, and they're nice. I like it. You guys are awesome. Ring the bell too. You know what? That's one thing. I never beg for that. You don't beg for that, right? I don't. At least I hope I don't sound like I'm begging when I tell you to like and subscribe. I do encourage the conversation. I really do. I love it. I think it's awesome. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna tie this up because I do have an engagement that landed on me last minute tonight. But I really want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you everybody for the past year of the support you've given me and the contribution you've brought to our community at Hooked on Linux. I hope you've all had a great season, and I wish all the joy, love, and prosperity for the new year. So happy New Year, and God bless all of you. And I'm going to sign off. And thanks Tracy for filling the chat tonight. It was awesome, and we'll talk soon. Okay.